So you want to start by getting 2 shirts from a second-hand shop, one whatever color your character is, and the second a black long sleeve shirt. So then lay out your colored shirt, and you're just going to cut it off right above the armpits. I ended up using a scoop neck shirt, but you'll actually want to use something with a higher neck because you'll see at the end of this that mine ends up showing way too much of the gray undershirt. So then back to the black shirt, you just want to lay the colored shirt you just cut right over the black shirt. You want to match it at the shoulders, and then you're just going to cut that off at the exact same place that you cut off the colored shirt. Then you just toss away the top piece of the black shirt, and then flip both of those pieces inside out. And then with both pieces inside out, you're just going to sew the colored top part. You just want to sew that to the bottom black part all the way around. And if you don't like to sew, you can also just hot glue them or use some fabric fuse tape to connect the two. But whichever method you choose, you just want to connect the two all the way around. And so then here it is once I've got it all sewn together all the way around. So then just flip it back right side out, just like that. And mine has a bunch of buttons. Both the shirts had buttons on them, so I'm just going to cut off all the buttons. And if your shirt doesn't have buttons, you'll just want to cut a slit all the way up the front of it so that it opens. In my case it already opens, but taking off the buttons. So then here it is, it opens. And so then you're just going to sew a zipper right into that center slit, and if you can find it, you'll want to use a hidden zipper. I couldn't find one with a hidden track, so I'm actually just going to slip my zipper in backwards, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And you want the zipper to be long enough to reach up to where the colored part starts. Mine actually ended up being a few inches short, so I'll probably replace it with a longer one before I wear this costume out anywhere. So here it is once the zipper's been sewn in. You can see the zipper is a little short, unfortunately. So then for the comm badge, I cut 2 basic pieces out of some cardboard scraps, and then I took some gold adhesive foil, and I got a couple links to where you can get this in the description box below. And you just want to cut a couple pieces big enough to cover almost to the center of the rectangle. You just want just a little bit of cardboard left in the center. And then you'll just peel off the backing and stick those right in place. And then just flip it over and take a pair of scissors and cut off all the excess foil. And you want to cut the foil out of the middle as well, all the excess out so it matches the shape of the cardboard. And so then you'll cut a piece of foil big enough to cover the middle piece. The same way you'll peel it off and stick it to the centerpiece, and then cut off all the excess all the way around. And that should cover up the cardboard left in the middle of the rectangle. And so then you'll cut a piece of silver foil the same shape and size, but don't actually peel off the backing yet. You just want to lay that on the back side of the silver foil and cut it out to size. And then you just want to trim that a tiny little bit, about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, so that it'll be smaller than the gold piece so that you can be able to see the gold behind it. Just go all the way around, cutting off just a tiny little bit. And then peel off the backing. And stick it right to the center of the gold, so that way you got the gold outrun all the way around. It won't have raised edges like the real comm badges, but this is an easy way to make one. And so then you're just going to hot glue the 2 pieces together. This is why we leave a little cardboard in the bare middle, so that the cardboard has something to stick to. So then going back to your uniform, put a piece of sticky backed velcro on your uniform where you want your badge to be. And then put the corresponding piece of Velcro on the back of your comm badge, and then just stick that right to your uniform. That way you'll be able to pull it off when you need to wash it and easily stick it back on. So next, get a gray turtleneck and roll the turtleneck part down. And then you'll take some gold paper fasteners to represent your rank. Then just drill a hole in the turtleneck with something sharp, slip the paper fastener in, and spread the tails out on the back side. If you only go through the front layer, then you won't have to worry about them poking you in the neck either. So here it is with all 4 on mine. And so then for the pants, I just took a pair of black dress pants I found for a few bucks in the Salvation Army and cut some triangular slits up the front of them. And if you want the edges to look clean, you can fold the edges under and sew them in place. But to just do that to both legs of the pants, cutting out the little triangular shaped slits. And you don't want the triangles to be too wide, basically just little slits. And so then here is the full costume. I'm not wearing any shoes, but you can see the slits in the front right above my awesome sandal tan. And I did not do the little elastic strips on the side of the jacket, so my jacket is a little loose, but you can always add them in if you want a tighter fit.